Coming up, we got the deal of the week and Chris Ilardi. I hope I spelled that right. From Disney Done Differently. Stick around. And we're live.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday.
Did I say tip of the week or did I say deal of the week?
You said deal of the week, but then you said, and Chris Ilardi. I hope and then you said, I hope I spelt that right.
I hope I spelt that right.
I don't think you did either one correctly. Sorry.
Hey, I got the deal of the week.
You got the deal of the week, yeah. Not tip of the
week. What is with my lighting? I have got the worst lighting in all of podcasting.
Oh no, you don't. I do. I look very whitewashed out here.
Hey, what are you, like Inspector Clouseau today, or what's going on there?
We're definitely not the tan bunch, I'll tell you that much.
Kind of very kabuki albino.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jay, what do you it's not Halloween yet. What do you got going on there?
It's just a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
It's a Doctor Who t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Doctor Who's
got
I thought maybe you're going to church right after you were done here or something.
As soon as we're done. As soon as we're done.
What? Oh, that's almost better.
We're welcoming in Chris Ilardi.
Yeah.
From Disney Done Differently.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again, man. It's good to have you back.
Having Mary said she wants better looking hosts.
Yeah, well, that was I made a poll this week, and in the group, and just asked do people know about the show?
Well, I put on a suit. I put on a suit for Mary.
Right, exactly.
There we go.
I said, "What's the reason you don't watch?" I said, "You want better looking guests," and of course, Mary answered. So I really appreciated that.
Hello, Kim.
Hi, Kim. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
And I want to mention, so Jay, you were on Popping the Popcorn yesterday?
I was. I did her It's 9 o'clock somewhere Friday night show.
Yeah.
It was Katie. Yeah, Katie Bloomberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about DC comic shows for an hour last night.
Yeah. I joined in for a little bit. We were watching the third season of You, but I joined in and said hello. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can't see any of the little names at the bottom. What I do, what I'm a guest.
It's hot, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Katie does a good job though with that.
Yeah,
with the group and the channel and the comments and everything.
It's always fun to hang out with Katie.
She is a lot of fun, and she's a doll. She's so nice. It's like, yeah.
Mary never misses a sarcastic.
I know. That's what I love about that, Mary.
Yeah. I was watching your latest video. Chris, with the steakhouse grilled cheese. And I got to say, okay, so I was up late last night and I got up early and I went and cut my grass. I got a big lawn. I cut my lawn and I went out and looked at a car and then I came back and I was upset about not getting the car and it wasn't what I was looking for. And I put on Chris's, and I fell asleep. So
that was a good grilled cheese, huh?
But the first half looked really good.
Yeah,
the cheese
right
on the bread and everything.
Yeah, I did the 50 and the countdown to the 50th anniversary, right? And you think about it, that's a year's worth of content.
Yeah, it's a lot of video.
If you were doing one a week. And I was like, I hope I didn't just shoot myself in the foot. Is there other stuff to do? And of course, like the 49th day, Disney's like, here's 150 new food items. I was like, all right.
Here's 150 new videos.
The only problem with Chris's videos is don't watch them hungry.
No, don't watch them. I mean, you're just going to get hungry regardless.
Yeah.
Or tired.
or tired.
Because Mary's saying you got to have a second device. So I have my iPad here, Jay.
Yeah, I have my
Then I
phone
can
up
kind of see
here.
the comments.
I enjoy
yes, and a
any
lot of
show-
money. Yeah, yes, you have to have a lot of money watching Chris's videos too, because he gets you getting that expensive cheese.
Yeah.
What are you cooking with?
Yeah, not the craft singles when.
No,
Chris
put
is
no
cooking.
craft singles on that grilled cheese.
Marla's saying it's like we're on Disney done differently withdrawals because you're not putting out a video every day now.
Hey, Marla, what's happening?
Hello, Marla. Yeah, I had the opportunity during the 50th to meet Marla and Mary, and you know, it's like it was like YouTube came alive.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there were so many people at the 50th, like that we all know, and seeing people come together and meet for the first time, or just people that we know hanging out together. It was really, I enjoyed it, and I wasn't even there. So, yeah.
And that's what a lot of people ask me, you know, what'd you think about it? And I says, it was different because it was like a high school reunion.
Right.
It wasn't so much, everyone's done every attraction and we know, right? But it was who was there sharing stories and, you know, and everyone making fun of people beating each other up for merchandise.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, for tumblers. So that's like sometimes when you have a good meal, and then you go back a second time and you don't like the food wasn't that good. It's more about the company and the memory, right? Like it's who you're with, and I think that's really cool that so many people were together. And like recently, you were with John, right? And like you did Disney Genie and Genie Plus, where you guys rode rides and you hung out, and I think that's. I really do. I get a kick out of seeing people that I know. I get hang out together at Disney and enjoying that moment together.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, just I was standing on Main Street. One of the cavalcades was going down, and you just hear a voice that you recognize.
Also, is that how John saw you, or?
Yeah, John had just finished filming a little part of his video. He did a great video for Disney Genie. Genie Plus, whatever you're gonna call it, Fast Pass, and I was standing there, and the cavalcade was coming by, and I just hear, "I knew you were gonna be here today." I was like, I didn't know up until last night if I was coming here today. And we started talking about the app, and our first interaction was, "Did you know about the tax?" I didn't know about the tax.
Yeah, right. John was all concerned about the tax.
Well, I mean, because it's like it's 86 cents or whatever, but still.
You know what it is? It's that you tell everybody $15, and in Florida,
flat.
Technically, if it's not a tangible item, there's no tax on it.
Not like Canada.
Not in Canada, but there's in Florida.
You pay tax on everything. It doesn't matter what the heck it is.
Nothing more tangible than Disney.
The only thing you actually tax on is if it's healthy for you.
I don't know, but they found tangible to put that tax on.
It's insane. Like if you buy one donut, you pay tax on it. But if you buy 6 donuts, there's no tax.
What's the breaking point on the donuts, though? I mean, I might move there. How many donuts do I have to buy from the tax?
Don't buy 5. You might as well buy 6 already.
The hamster's climbing back on his wheel. Give me a sec.
Let me do this math there. You're saying that I can skip tax if I get 5 more?
Yeah, exactly.
But you guys in Canada, you got rid of technically the penny, right? And your loonies and toonies.
Yeah, there's no pennies.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Burning a Leaf, and there's this guy from Calgary, and he's talking about his expenditures on fuel with the electricity car, like with electric car. So he says he pays a penny a kilometer with doing electricity, which is way cheaper than gas.
Right.
And I feel like messaging him and saying, "Hey, dude, you're in Canada. Just
there is no
cash,
penny
and there's no pennies. You don't pay anything because it would round down to nothing."
Yeah, that guy's a fake.
He's a fake Canadian.
He's a fake.
I can't believe you guys still have the penny.
We do have pennies. Yeah,
I
a
know
lot
it's
of them.
insane. I think it's because Lincoln's on it. You don't want to get rid of it.
We can't get rid of that.
You got to get rid of the pennies.
I've got
it's horrible.
drawers and boxes full of them that need to go.
Pennies everywhere.
Wait a minute.
They need
This
to
is
get rid of
coming
the
from a man from a country that has. Isn't your money now plastic? Isn't your bills
plastic-ish? Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you left it on your dashboard of your Leaf, it could melt.
It could melt.
Well, no, I don't think.
Wait, you've got
wait,
future Tomorrowland money? You
It'll
didn't tell
freeze,
me?
actually.
I don't have. Well, I thought it was common. I don't have my wallet with me. Yeah, the money's not. It's like a plasticky paper. Like
Does it look like Star Trek?
It lasts way longer than a paper bill would.
Yes.
Credit cash.
Until you put it in the dryer.
How do you?
No, I've never seen it melt.
How do you 3D print them at home?
You know what? They're really high tech. Like they have holograms on them and all sorts of. If you hold up, like there's like a little circle. If you hold it up to the light, you could see a picture that you wouldn't normally see if you don't hold it up to the light. Like there's a lot to the.
Does it
A lot of
fold
counterfeit
like cash?
protection.
Like, can you put it in a wallet and fold it, or in a pocket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has a
I
plastic
feel
feel
so
to it, but
left
it's
out of the 21st century.
A lot
I
of
want
questions.
plastic future money.
Right.
Yeah. And the first like plastic one is like a 5 because the dollar bill is a coin and the $2 bill is a coin. So yeah. I don't know. You guys got to catch up.
We can't do coins here in the U.S. with all the stripper bars because you can't go sticking coins with people. Like,
Well, you can, but they
Yeah.
don't appreciate it.
if you're using one of those like side bags, right? What do they call them? This fanny pack.
Very saying, okay, back to food. I got a
You lick the quarters and you stick them on your
Next time I worked
forehead.
in private. I have an awesome stripper story to tell you.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't me. It was the guy I worked with.
I'm not, Mary. I'm just saying. I mean, what are you gonna do with the change with the $1 and $2?
He reads it for the articles. He goes there to read the articles.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim wants to know how QP.
Coopy.
Coopy.
Coopy
Mayo got its name.
She's coming down now.
Uh,
The look on her face.
I honestly I don't know that, Kim. I know it's the Japanese mayo that I've used for lots of years. I've always just referred to it. I don't know. I got to figure that out. The only thing that's different with it is that they use more egg yolks, so it's a richer mayonnaise. And Marla, I think, just brought out all of California of it in the last couple of hours. I saw on social media.
if Chris makes something, Marla's buying the ingredients and making it.
Oh,
It all looks so good.
It's amazing. And Stan, when you made that dish, or whenever I see people make the dish, it blows me away. It's like
She found some at Target. Wow.
That was a good dish. I put it in a bit too long though. Marta found it in Target that
Wow.
mayo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Mary can't find it. Mary, try Target.
She said she thinks she's getting a bottle.
Yeah. Mary wants to know, did Marcus have a good trip? I'll talk to you later about that. She was happy to come home.
She's back home.
I made a cheeseburger egg rolls last weekend. Mary said.
I want to try that at home.
My tip though is to do them on the barbecue on the side burner because that grease splatter is pretty good. And
I just heard the basement doors. Is my wife coming down? Oh no! Here it comes.
The QP mayonnaise is here. You show up, but be very,
I'm really
very
nervous
careful.
about this though.
Do not.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
try
it's my
something like this.
grandmother.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's a real.
Show the QP
I'm
on
trying.
heart.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Show her butt and her wings.
I don't want to break it, Kim. God forbid I break this.
Yeah,
Bare ass on TV.
Gotta put a
Wow,
black
that's
bar.
great.
We're gonna get a notification about that.
Yeah, she's been going to the gym a lot.
Is that a plastic stand though?
It is a plastic stand and it's a shape of a heart, and it's actually got a metal like spring to hold her in.
Is it
Oh,
David?
wow.
Made of
Okay.
ceramic.
It's a real Cupid doll.
QP.
Okay.
Yeah, take that and don't break it, please.
How
That's
much
Kim's-
mayonnaise does it hold?
It holds a lot. I
And
think
where does it come out of?
Yeah, you have to
175
press on the
milliliters?
head and it comes out of the mouth.
Oh, Katie, we were just talking
Hey,
about you and
Katie.
popping the popcorn.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah. What up? Yeah, I'm always afraid with that thing because it was her grandmother's, and it's like she always warns me how fragile it is. Yes, it is a porcelain doll, Marla.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the 19. So the Vault collection that they came out with for the 50th. There's it's not an ashtray anymore, right? So it's now just a coin
A
dish.
holder.
Yeah.
And my parents had the one from when they went in November of '71.
Wow.
And I have that, and then that was the one thing that I wanted to get because I wanted to be able to have something from
Both.
then, and then 50 years later, their replica.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
So did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was able to get that.
Do you have them side by side?
Yeah. The one from '71, you don't realize it's so faded until you have the brand new one next to it. And it's just a little bit larger, and they just removed the divots from where you would put a cigarette.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like they had those popcorn boxes at Disneyland that were the same popcorn boxes when it first opened.
You know, there's someone out there who bought it as an ashtray because it wasn't an ashtray originally, and they're using it right now, like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
I took the first thing I thought was an ashtray when I saw it, and I went, well, why are they calling this a coin dish?
Coin, yeah.
Yeah, what it is.
Chris, you got to go to the 50th, right? On the first day, the October, what was it, the 1st?
Yeah.
And then the first day of Genie, the introduction of Genie plus Lightning Lane.
Yes.
What did you think about you went to Magic Kingdom on the 50th?
No, I was actually at Epcot.
You were at Epcot.
I chose for a new ride and new nighttime show, and I was trying to get into Space 220.
And so you got to see Harmonious the first night?
Yeah, so I saw Harmonious the first night. Well, the first night of the anniversary, of course.
The first night it was advertised to see
before.
it.
Yeah.
The night of the first, the center ring never did any projections.
Oh, I didn't know it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was, for people that didn't know, they didn't feel like they were missing anything. But of course, I'm going, where's the middle of the show?
I didn't even think about it. Watching it, I didn't even. Yeah.
Yeah. Harmonious, I will say, was definitely better in person than the videos that I've seen.
Okay, good.
And the fireworks are beautiful. The fireworks that come out of the ground to shoot to the center, and that was very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And then we did on the second. I did Magic Kingdom. It was a little calmer, but it was still Madhouse.
Yeah. Craziness. Yeah, Harmonious. I mean, we've only seen it online, but I mean, it looked terrific. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, with those. Those big arms moving and all of that. And I've said it to friends and on social. There's so much. It's so easy for the people to just be so negative about all this stuff that's gone away, and we don't have this anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have that. I don't think it's for maybe the generation that's there now. These shows. I think it's for the younger generation.
Right.
You look at Enchantment. It starts off with Tiana and Princess of the Frog, right? And you look at the four of us, we would never think of her as the first princess to be, part of the show if there was going to be that. And then it goes right into Soul again, another frequent, a newer movie. So if you take a step back and think about it, and you start listening to the younger generation, what they think of the show, they're enjoying everything. So
right,
Disney's got to do, right?
Yeah. It's always upsetting to see something go away. Like I really enjoyed Happily Ever After, and our whole family did. But things change, and they have to change, right? They're always evolving at Disney. So
yeah. I think both of the new shows, Harmonious and Enchantment, is like that, where it's important where you see it,
where you watch it from.
Yeah. Like Marla's saying here, I think Harmonious, where you view, might be important.
What And I've heard too from everybody, not just Chris, that everyone I've heard from him has said you need to see it live. Everything on video doesn't do it justice.
That's the thing too, right? I can only judge from what I'm watching online. I mean, I'll tell you first off, I thought watching home, I thought Harmonious. I enjoyed it a lot more. There were some things about Enchantment I didn't like, the firework placement and the musical arrangement for me. But again, I'm not in the moment. I'm not there with my family. It's not a magical memory standing in the park, sharing that with them. And that might change my whole opinion. And it could also change where you watch it from, right?
Sure.
So,
Yeah. You want to do the deal of the week?
Yeah, definitely. Let's
Float the
play
monorail?
our little float the monorail, play our jingle.
Monorail.
Hey, floating. Let's see what we got tonight on our deal of the week from our friends at dvc-rental.com. Okay, cool. I think it's another 3-night stay. I think last weekend the deal of the week was a 3-night stay. We have a Boulder Ridge Deluxe Studio Standard View, which actually sleeps 5 people plus an infant at the studio there at Boulder Ridge. Check-in is October 31st and checkout is November 3rd. So total again 3 nights. Got a total cost of $1,098. Again, can't beat that for 3 nights. And total savings over Disney is $876. Is the room at Boulder Ridge a little bit bigger? Because don't normal studios sleep 4 plus an infant?
You're asking me? I'll tell you about Pop if you want.
I thought
Yeah, so I'm thinking about 5 plus an infant. I mean, Polynesian technically is 5, right? You have the
right, because you have the bed, the pull-out bed, and then that one like Murphy bed in the draw, not the draw, the unit that pulls down, but it sleeps a decent size person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, so 5 plus an infant.
You know what I'm hearing here is 5 adult. The cost is just under $1,100. That's just over $200 a piece per adult for 3 nights.
For 3 nights.
So get a group of friends together.
Yeah, and on the 31st too of October. So it's a good time of the year to go. Boulder Ridge is with Wilderness Lodge and Copper Creek. And what is Geyser Point, the really nice sitting area restaurant, right?
Yeah.
On the water there. Never been to it, but again, people love it. Seen a lot of videos of it. Food's good from what I can hear. So yeah, this is a great deal from our friends over at dvc-rental.com.
Plus you save money not having to handle, Halloween candy on Halloween night.
Right. If you're not home, the kids can't come to your house. So turn the lights on and pretend like you're there, but you're not there. And best way to get this deal is get in touch with Scott at dvc-rental.com. We would really love, us at Now That's Disney Night Live and Now That's Disney, if somebody would go and grab this offer and tell them that we sent you. And on top of this deal, they have plenty more deals. So if you go to dvc-rental.com, all over social media, and also buyandsell.dvc.com, the buy and sell portion of their business. So yeah, please tell them that we sent you here, and great deal. Check it out.
That's a great resort.
Oh yeah,
Stan, we've been talking about at GCT, like a bunch of us go down together. We could go down for 3 nights, $220 a piece. Come on,
do it.
How great would this be?
Yeah.
And you could travel to the US now, right, Stan?
Yeah, but okay, so my daughter's there right now.
Yeah.
So she had to get tested before she goes. She has to have a negative $250 for the test.
Ouch.
Yeah.
What if you weren't traveling and you wanted to get a test in Canada? Do you have to pay?
If you think you're symptomatic, it's free.
Right.
Like if you're going to get tested because
So
you want to be
lie and say you're sick.
I was just going to say the same thing.
That's what
I'm
you
not
do.
traveling tomorrow. I
Yeah.
think I'm symptomatic.
Yeah, I need the results within 3 days.
Mhm.
I'm not traveling
I'm
anywhere.
totally not traveling
Right,
anywhere.
exactly.
And can
So
you give me a
are
QR
lying?
code attached to that too, just in case the airport needs it?
Wow. So
Yeah.
that room would cost you $450 instead of $200.
Yeah, exactly.
Still worth it, though, in my opinion.
And then you still have to get tested coming back, and you have to get tested once you're here.
You're only
Yeah,
bringing up the
it's-
negatives.
It's just
Yeah.
getting here. Getting
Yes.
getting back is not a problem. Just think about the getting here
Yeah.
and having fun while you're here. Don't
You don't
worry
have to
about.
go back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the second part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
have,
have
you
to
still
worry
have
about
to
it.
test to return.
You got
And what happens if it is a positive test when you return?
you've got plenty of friends in the States you can crash at.
Yeah,
People
that's what they
say-
want. Oh, hey, guess what, buddy, Chris?
Stay with us.
I tested positive. I need
Yeah.
a place to stay for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Right.
I would call a DVC rental.
Right. What do you got for Stan?
And I
hey,
got
Scott.
14 days. I need a 14-day stay.
You
Yeah,
would probably
Scott.
get a discount
God, I need
too, like that.
two weeks worth of deals of the week. I don't know how sick I'm going to get. I might not be able to leave the room on my own.
Chris gets a raise for that.
Yeah, man.
A tent at Fort Wilderness. There you go. That's where you want to. They say sunshine's good for COVID.
It is very good, yeah. Wipes it out.
Yeah,
on
who's
down,
inviting me
Stan.
over? Chris
Oh,
is
that's
inviting me
Chris
over.
Hiller, yeah,
Actually, her
man.
place. There we go.
Yeah. Nice. 10 minutes from Animal Kingdom.
I have a trip booked. I have a trip booked for May of next year to Disneyland.
Right.
So, I'll save that for a Grand Circle tour while it's up.
God, what a tease, man.
Yeah, well, you
gotta
gotta
listen
tune
to the
in.
next time I'm on Grand
You
Circle
gotta
tour.
tune
Walt's up.
in.
I had some exciting news for my Disneyland trip that I'm so happy about.
You guys want to dive into
Are we not doing a radio
wait.
station?
oh, sorry. Yeah, hold on. Let me scroll back. Yeah, but thank you for reminding me. Thanks. D Magic World. Again, I say this every Saturday. I just listened to it the other day at work, and I really do. 24/7 streaming Disney magic, Disney music. The great thing about D Magic World is you can request what you want to hear. So right now, again, they are playing a lot of the Halloween Disney themed or Disney music. But you can get in touch with them, and I listen almost every day at work all day, and kind of gets me through my day. I have a lot of that Disney magic with me, and it helps just set the mood and gets me through, what's a regular work day.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome sauce.
Awesome. I have 3 years until my son turns 5. That's when I'll go to Disneyland. That's 3 years
Oh,
to
Chris
save up.
doesn't, yeah.
Aw.
There you go.
There you go. I've had 2 years to save up for a trip to Disneyland
Hmm.
because
It's going to be
COVID.
some trip.
Because I haven't gone anywhere.
See, luckily my parents are only an hour away, so I just stay with them.
Come out
Yeah.
in May. Jay, come out in May.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
I got 4 days of park passes.
You know what? Let's do it.
There you go.
Let's get in trouble.
Get in trouble, the two of you.
Radio Disney helps keep me from pulling people out of their car on I-4 when they come
Yeah.
out.
I mean, listen, people always say they're like walk by my office. They're like, "You listen to Disney music?" I'm like, "I am." And it's like, what are you going to do about it? But yeah, I mean, it really does. It cheers me up. It helps me. And then I start thinking about my next trip or my last trip and memories. And
That's what I do. I listen to it all day at work because even though I'm working, my mind is secretly on my next vacation.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I'm sitting here working for that trip.
Trying to transport you to that, that next
Yeah.
trip. And then,
I'm kind of already skipping a few months ahead in my mind.
yeah.
Mary's saying I should have gone to Disneyland for the Halloween party. Disneyland seems to have a great Halloween party this year.
Yeah.
What
Their
are they?
Oogie Boogie Bash.
It's Oogie Boogie Bash, right? That's right.
Yeah, it's
so
blowing.
Disney World is just Boo Bash, and then they have
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie.
There's a reason why they're
Bash.
calling it Boo Bash.
Right.
Because
it's-
people for them that saw that was going on at the Oogie Boogie Bash are now booing.
Yeah. Did you guys? I have a prediction. This is why I'm going here. You guys all saw Zombie Captain America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how cool that is. I bet this was a test in the water. I bet you, if not next Oogie Boogie Bash, within 2 years, there's a big empty space where the Wakanda ride's supposed to go. I bet you we'll get a Marvel Zombies maze to compete with Scary Farm or Universal.
I don't see that.
I bet you we'll get our very first Disney maze for Halloween.
Do you think Disney mazes are too dangerous for Disney, like a maze stand? Or like,
Yeah, I can't see Disney trying to compete against Universal for the scare factor.
or well, no, like Knott's Berry, right? Like a scary
Yeah.
or Universal.
I think if you did one or two at Oogie Boogie, you could get away with it.
Yeah.
I think this was.
I think Disney wants to give children nightmares. I just
Have
don't.
you not ever seen or
They
been
kill the
on Snow
parents in every
White?
movie.
They give me nightmares in my wallet.
Snow White's Scary Adventures at Magic Kingdom. Enough said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about what is it called again? The new app.
Genie in a bottle.
Genie in a phone.
Stands a genie in a bottle. So yeah, Genie Plus and Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
Chris, you firsthand used it on the first day, October 19th, and it was rolled out. And you're
I have to say, I did it for multiple reasons. One, right, something brand new, and I really thought this app was going to crash. I did not expect it to work.
yeah.
Disney already gives parents nightmares when they see their bill.
Well, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, my wallet. It's just,
So your case, yeah, I thought for sure it was going to crash too. I was shocked that we didn't get more reports of that.
And I purposely waited. I drove that day, and I got on the ferry, and I updated the app on the ferry.
right. You have to update the app. That's a good
Yep.
starter right there. You have to update the app for Genie to be in the new software version of My Disney Experience.
Yeah. And I was using the ferry just as a barrier of how long does this whole process take.
Okay.
And from when I got on the ferry, updated the app, put in my credit card information, and was able to make my selection, the gate was down and I was walking off.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's that convenient.
Yeah. I will say everything, it reminded me of what you did previous for your trips when you would select your 3 fast passes as you would book your days out. It's basically that. There was a lot of times available. Again, first day, how many people were really using it? And everything was available. You have to pay extra, of course, for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain.
So those are the Lightning Lane selections at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So you got the $15
everything
Genie
else
Plus.
Genie Plus.
correct.
Right. So for those who don't know watching, Disney Genie is a free itinerary planning portion of this new software that is in My Disney Experience. And Disney Genie is totally free. My watch just got stuck on my my headphones.
No.
Disney Genie is totally free, but Genie Plus is $15 per person per day. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Lightning Lane is what I have on the screen here.
Lightning Lane is an additional charge on top of Genie Plus the $15. Each park out of the 4 will have 2 rides that you have the ability to pay an additional fee for. And also, it's the same line, right? Genie Plus and Lightning Lane share the same line, which is the old Fast Pass line.
Correct. But the only thing with
you wouldn't get a Fast Pass or Lightning Lane for Space Mountain unless you pay the $7, correct?
That is correct.
Right,
So
exactly.
So the only time you're using that is if you did the upcharge.
Right. But it's the same line.
Yeah. The only thing is that it is these prices fluctuate.
Yes.
Right.
So
Based
this
on a lot of
was
different
opening
factors.
day prices. And then this was like 3 days later when the Lightning Lane, the weekend came, and they were expecting more people to be in the parks.
And this is based on demand, time of year, right?
Yeah.
Lots of
So far, this is the most expensive one we saw, and it stayed at that price. Was Rise of Resistance.
Which is around what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So
and that doesn't get you to go on multiple times. That's to go on once.
Only once, right?
That's the one thing. Even with the $15, right? You purchase it. You're only allowed to ride those one time with the Fast Pass.
Well, yes and no, because like John, I got the video loaded. We'll show it. John was able to rebook Peter Pan's flight after riding Peter Pan's flight.
Yeah, so there's times where you can. It looks like you can rebook it, and
Peter,
I asked one of the cast members, and again, it was the first day. So
Yeah,
and that's the one thing I'm very surprised when Disney comes out and they give you this is what it is, this is how it works, right? They're always detailed and all of that. For this one, it's kind of like,
Hey.
we'll figure it out as it goes along.
free for all type deal, right?
yeah.
Cast members weren't sure about because I had asked, am I allowed to book more than book out my day, right? Because we've all heard that this will allow you to plan your day. You should really go over here now. So I was thinking, if I was to use something like that, am I allowed to pick my fast passes as I'm going around the park, like preset them type?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really know.
Right.
But now I found out that if you have one, I keep hearing the suite hour is like 2 hours ahead. So if you have one that's 2 hours ahead, let's say Pirates at 12 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, you can pick Buzz Lightyear, and it'll work.
Okay.
So
and yeah, Stan, you were saying that you can only ride like Space Mountain one time with that fee that you pay for Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
But that's not like with John, Peter Pan's flight is part of the Genie Plus.
Yeah.
That's not a Lightning Lane additional fee. So
Right.
I don't think it matters with Genie Plus. As long as there's availability, you can do the same attraction.
no, I couldn't do Haunted Mansion twice.
Oh, you couldn't?
Oh, you couldn't.
It would not allow me to do it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe because the app's not suggesting that you do it twice.
But
You
you
know-
can, but you can get in the standby line anytime, regardless
Correct.
of.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So
So-
you could just wait if you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
personally-
it's looking at that.
But for me, I usually travel. I usually bring my mother with us, right? So it's the four of us, and that's $60 that I'm additional for the day.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a huge advantage anywhere but Magic Kingdom.
That's a good
Okay.
point too. Yeah.
I personally, for the amount of attractions that there are in Epcot, and with Ratatouille being the paid one, but you have two options to get the virtual queue, right? At 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning, you get the virtual queue. I mean, I just didn't see. I was trying to figure it out. Rise of the Resistance. Maybe if it's a one-time only trip, I think it's also going to be.
So, can you get the Lightning Lane without getting the Disney Plus, the Genie Plus? Like, can you get just the Lightning Lane only and not pay the extra $15 and just pay the $15 for Rise?
Right. If you just wanted to ride rides, I think you can. Like it's in a.
Just purchase the higher end one ride.
Yeah.
Or
Or do you have to get Genie Plus first, then get
I don't think so.
Lightning Lane?
No, I don't think they're going to bang you out. I
don't
don't know. But then if you
Yeah.
think of it that way, now you're talking about $30 a person.
Right. 15.
Well, yeah,
15
exactly. Now
plus.
the $50 bill is a
Yeah.
$30 bill.
But I totally agree with you, Chris. Like, I'm thinking about our trip next year, and we are going to stay and do each park twice, right? So the way I'm seeing our first 4 park days, I'm not buying Genie Plus. If I could, I'm gonna gauge the park on those days, and if it's crowded, I will pay the money, like maybe for Rise or Seven Dwarfs. But I'm not going to do Genie Plus. I'm going to see how the rest of the day goes. And then I will gauge my second 4 park days and see whether or not I need the Genie Plus, to help us get through. But I think with standby and then using the Lightning Lane for those really popular rides, I don't know if I need Genie Plus yet.
Yeah. So Genie Plus is an awful lot like Max Pass Plus was
Right.
at Disneyland. The difference was Disneyland also had the free fast passes, paper fast passes still, or you can get the Max Pass Plus. But it was like $15 when I think it was $20 when they shut down the parks.
Yeah.
But you also got Photo Pass with it as well.
Yeah.
For the day.
Well, that's one of
it was a much better deal, I think.
So the Genie Plus has
And there
What
was
are
no
the-
Lightning Lane.
what are the
at all.
photo? You don't get Photo Pass, but you get some sort of photo.
I believe you get the ride photo.
Ride photo,
Okay.
and aren't there like photo opportunities like with magic shots? Like I saw people posting pictures.
It's it's in your Disney Experience app.
Okay.
There's now new filters. You could turn yourself
Filters,
into the
okay.
genie. You could turn yourself into a border that says the 50th anniversary.
Right.
So that's part of the free part.
Did you do the most awesome one though of turning the castle back into the 25th birthday cake?
I saw that.
I haven't seen that.
A friend of mine just did that today, actually, and it's funny. It really just covers up the castle that's there now.
Yeah,
it drops the big.
Now does it have a 50 or does it have a 25?
It has a 25 right in the middle.
Oh, they should have made it a 50.
Yeah.
But that's great though, because I saw that the other day, and I saw somebody post a picture, and I'm like, how are you posting a picture now in front of the castle at the 25th? And then I found out it was a filter.
I'm gonna do a whole photo shoot and pretend like I was actually there.
Right. Yeah.
I know that's like the main reason I want to go now is to get my picture in front of the castle cake. I don't have that picture.
There's also another.
Okay, so Marla's saying Disneyland Genie Plus will include photo. That's right. It did say that.
Yeah, Disneyland will. Disney World will not.
Yeah.
Stan, what is the audio recording things or the
I tried to find that out. I asked John about it, and he said that he listened to it. I said, "Well, did you get a recording of it?" He goes, "No." I said, "Well, you failed."
Right.
So
there's like
it's a confusing part on the actual app. Because it almost looks matter of fact, John and I were actually looking at it at that point, and it looks like as if you have that at 2:30. I think it was showing us something for Tomorrowland at 2:30. But what it really meant was at 2:30 p.m. you should listen to this.
Oh,
okay.
So did you guys listen to it?
No, we had other words for it.
Right. So with access, if it's like part of your plans, and you're like, "Oh, I have something to do at 2:30."
Yeah,
but it's just like, "Hey, listen, okay,
listen to this."
Okay. So that's a little weird.
So what is it? Music? Is it talking? Is it like
it's an overview of the area, the history of. I
like
listen
that.
to. Yeah, is it if I'm just walking through the park? I wish you would be able to just select it whenever you wanted.
Yes.
to.
It should recommend where you should start it and how kind of you should go about
Well, that's
it.
just it. Like I picture you could start at the castle and walk down Main Street and listen to Feed the Birds in your earbuds. Like that'd be awesome.
All right. No,
You know
they're
what I
telling
mean?
you about everybody that's on the windows.
On the windows, right?
Or telling you, or that,
It's like
or
picture
being
a
able
tour.
to stand at the Tomorrowland entrance and listen to well, not so much at Disney World, but Disneyland, and listen to Walt's opening speech for Tomorrowland. You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear.
Well, Chris is describing sounds kind of like when you hit the Easter egg feature on the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
and it tells you all the stuff in the background.
Yeah. I associated it as if I was on a tour and the tour guide,
right? Like their
talking.
tours, yeah. Okay.
So it was. I just saw Mary's. Yeah.
So it's a blind part. Yeah, that would be what they should have. It should be available all the time, not be here at 2:30 and do it.
Well, yeah, it's like it's giving you a recommendation, but again, why 2:30 in the day? Like, why do I need to listen to this right now? Like, I want to listen to it at my own free will, or.
Yeah, I will say so. Haunted Mansion it said a 20-minute wait. It was probably a little under, maybe 15 minutes.
I got a little video to play.
Okay,
let's watch this.
This is
so not the Haunted Mansion. The app says it's low wait. It does look like a low wait, not walk on, but it's low. I met up with this guy. This is Chris Ilardi from Disney Done Differently YouTube channel. They may hear you slightly because the mic is here, but they should hear a little bit of you. We try to hear less of you because we just get hungry. What are you making? Are you making something new soon?
Yes, actually, tomorrow come out the Steakhouse 71 grilled cheese with the pulled pork inside, done a little differently.
Very nice. So the Haunted Mansion was a 15-minute wait. The app said 20. I thought it was going to be longer, but that worked out pretty good. Now I have an actual Now I have an actual lightning lane for Peter Pan's flight, because that's part of what I paid for with the Genie Plus.
There you go. So the app said 20, it was actually 15.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys ride together in the Doom buggies?
And we didn't break it.
That's poor Doom
So
buggy.
wait.
Oh my gosh.
Stan's only asking because we heard already.
You can hear the cast member when you two were getting on saying, "Get that pylon ready." We'll put the curtain over top of the
we're talking back and forth, and I'm like, John, when this thing goes backwards, and he's like,
you don't want to tip.
He's like, we're gonna just go really fast.
Yeah. It'd be the quickest trip to the attic ever.
So yeah,
I'm surprised it actually turned backwards.
We are now. Wait, we're not turning your Doom buggy.
We were laughing about it so much, but we were just picturing now everybody else that was watching. Like, really? They couldn't split up and go into
Well, that was the first thing I thought. I thought, oh, man,
that's great.
We didn't ride together.
Dumbo was
hi?
next.
Okay, say hi. Say hello.
Hey,
Say hi.
Hey.
Hi, buddy.
what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, okay, that's enough kissing. Thank you. I love you.
I had a field trip yesterday at school.
Okay, they don't want to hear about your field trip. You got apples in a pumpkin. Can I have my headphone now? Come on, let me have my headphone. I love you. Here comes mom to get you. I hear footsteps. Okay, bye. That's my
Marla's
phone.
saying that line looked long. It did look long. It goes all the way to Memento Mori. Is it still spacing
now,
or what's that
when
going on?
we came off, that was the first thing we decided to do is check to see how long that line actually was at that point,
Hold on, I was
and
gonna
it
look
was
at that.
past the riverboat,
There.
and
Wow.
they were talking
Hold
about
on.
I think a 45-minute wait.
Holy cow.
So
So Genie Plus was right. Now's the time to go.
well, you see, that's the thing though. It told everybody now's the time to go. For a 20-minute wait, that became an automatic 60-minute wait. So I don't, again, the time of the day, it was about 10:15 in the morning. I don't know if that's a normal growth of that. I'm very interested to know how Disney books these dollars towards the park and what now. Okay, so now there's more income. Yes, I understand they were shut down. The company lost billions of dollars. I get it. But what is this income going to do? You already have the Lightning Lane sign, so you're not going to update that. Are you going to give us something like a nighttime parade out of it or something?
Bob Paycheck's gonna walk down Main Street and wave.
So let me tell you about Bob.
Let me tell you about Bob.
On the
Bob's
first,
getting another $20 million house.
Yeah.
on the first, I had breakfast at Topolino, and we're getting out and we're heading over to Epcot, and I'm in the lobby and I turn real fast and I look and I'm like, nah, I can't. And I look again. I come out and there's a cast member there. I was like, was that Bob Chapek? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll be right back. And she was like, no.
You'll never get near him.
Not a minute.
Hold my jacket.
But then again, I'm thinking, like, what is he doing here back at the Riviera for
He
breakfast?
probably stayed there and had breakfast. Yeah.
Why aren't you getting booed on stage at Magic Kingdom, making a speech telling everybody? But
Because he did the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the media event. And people that I know that were there and they were sending pictures of when they saw Disney executives and he looked absolutely wiped out in his picture. I don't know if the guy slept from the media event to the first.
For a couple of people that told me that it was the only time he's been back since the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I've heard as well. Yeah.
And he looked like he took a beating overnight from Enchantment because there was a lot of negative feedback from Enchantment.
Mhm.
And his face in the pictures that I saw looked like the guy was exhausted.
So the three of you, do you really think when all the negative comes out, do you really think that they're sitting there going, oh, look what we did? Or they do nothing but complain?
I think it depends on the executive. Yeah.
What was it? There's something that came out recently that was the Genie was first announced, and the YouTube video had like, was it 1/10 of it was thumbs up and 9/10 of it was thumbs down on the initial announcement. And the people that were involved in the what I heard is that the people that were involved with Genie and the app and creating the system and coming up with it were shocked that the Disney community was not
Like
overwhelmed and excited for it.
Yeah.
Like
Was
they
not
were
eating out of their
hand.
hand like they thought we would.
They thought that we would love it. They thought that this is going to be like, people are going to be so excited for this, and they were unbelievably. What I heard is that they couldn't believe that people were giving it thumbs down.
Yeah, I mean, think it depends on the person, like who you are and what kind of person you are.
I mean, they brought back the Ohana noodles just from people complaining.
They really did.
Yeah.
Listen, we love Disney. I think we do have a voice. I mean, they definitely listen to us in a lot of situations, and
they are used to the complaining, Mary. Like when the Skyliner came out, a lot of people complained, but a lot of people also said, "I can hardly wait." Like I was on the can hardly wait fence, and I kind of was like that with Genie too.
But there's also the perception usually that they announce something or they're going to open something. People complain. Once they experience it, they love it. Complaining stops.
That's kind of what the Genie people
think
said.
That's what they were expecting it to stop, and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. Like my experience with Genie once it came out from home, I'm able to go on now. I updated the app and I'm able to go on because we have a trip planned for next April. We have park reservations and we have tickets. And I'm kind of enjoying, like, I can actually plan my perfect day. Like, you go through and tell it. So I'm liking that feature. I think the app update is cool. It actually says 50th on it. Right. So that's really cool from the My Disney experience, and that they paid attention to that minute detail of updating the app. And so I haven't gotten to use it in park, but I do like the features it's offering me right now. So
Marla, they did announce it at D23, and it actually got a lot of like people kind of not knowing what was a surprise announcement, and people weren't sure how to take it. Right. But what they didn't announce was it was going to be $15, but it was going to cost $15 to ride the attraction.
And it disappeared for a while from people talking. That was one of the things people didn't really talk about.
But they did announce it at D23, but they didn't mention anything at all about charging extra for the Disney Genie plus the plus part.
And can we talk about too, not just the extra fee and the extra fee on top of the extra fee, but the taxes on top of the extra fee that we didn't know about? And it's a little thing, but you would have thought they would have like developed the price point to be like $14.28 or whatever, so that taxes included.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so it's not only do you get taxed on Genie Plus, but you're going to get taxed on the additional Lightning Lane selections, right?
I think it helps being spontaneous for a vacation. Like Jody's saying, it makes it harder because now you're making your vacation day of more so than booking your fast passes 3 months ahead.
I think it all depends on who's traveling or where, if you're a local or not. Again,
if it's your first trip, you have to have it planned out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're going to have a miserable experience.
And you're going to be those people that complain and say, "Oh, it was awful."
Well, it's always been that way though. Like I have coworkers that didn't know anything about booking fast passes, didn't know anything about anything, and they got there and they said, "I couldn't eat anywhere. I couldn't ride anything." They didn't know they had to book their fast passes ahead. They didn't know they had to book their dining ahead.
I told you.
Well, they didn't ask.
Right. They don't want to hear that.
This is before I worked at that store after I got transferred.
But I remember also, now look at the park reservations, right?
I agree, Marla. That's my complaint.
Park reservations was never a thing. And I remember after dinner, we would go back to the resort or whatever. And the first bus to come, that's the park we were going to.
That's
what
I did.
And I miss that, now. Yeah, you could park hop and try to fit that in at the 2:00 thing, but it's different. The one good thing I will say that Genie has is that you can park hop and continue to use it. So
that's how it was at Disneyland with Max Pass as well.
Wait, so if you buy Genie Plus,
yep,
and you're in Magic Kingdom and you park hop after 2 p.m. to Epcot, your Genie Plus carries with you?
Correct.
Oh.
Which
That's how Max
Okay,
Pass was
cool.
at Disneyland as
Now-
well.
No, that's
we-
really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
we couldn't do that with our fast passes, right? You could
Right.
only book the park that you were.
You had to book 3, and then when
Yeah.
they were over, once you park hopped, you had to look for a fast pass in the
Yeah.
other park.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
about
wow.
the
Cool.
not
Can
getting
I-
refunds, I was reading somebody posted that they had Lightning Lane for Rise of Resistance
Mhm.
for 2 p.m.
Yeah.
and then they went to go to do their Rise of Resistance 2 p.m. and it was down.
Mhm.
They said we can't let you on, it's down. So they said, well, we were going to go to Epcot right after this because we have dinner reservations or whatever after our Lightning Lane. So they went to Epcot, and then they got notification that Rise of Resistance was now open and they could ride it. But meanwhile, they're at Epcot now. So they went to guest services and they said, hey, we're not planning on going back right now to Hollywood Studios just to ride Rise, but we want a refund. And yeah, they gave them a gift card for the value.
That
of
makes sense.
The $15 gift card each. So they got took care of them. I'm pretty sure Lightning Lane will be taxed, Marla.
Fuel Rod.
Sponsored by Fuel Rod.
That's
I never
funny,
heard that.
Mara.
Did-
I want to be personally sponsored by Fuel Rod
Yeah,
in my everyday life.
I want my EV to be.
I did notice that though a lot. I did take a few moments on Main Street and I watched a lot of people just looking at their phones.
Yeah.
And
You know, that's kind of my bummer about it. I don't want to be constantly looking at my phone when I'm at Disney. I want to be looking at the sights and sounds. I want to be into the moment, not boop, 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 boop.
And
That's my technical description of that, by the way.
The-
Boop, 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 boop.
The other thing that I watched so many people get excited about, and this is how you were able to tell if they had Genie Plus, was after you scanned in, right away their phone came out to look to go to the next to do the next one. But then what was confusing people was take a Little Mermaid where it has the second scan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you scan in up front and you go to your phone and it won't allow you to do anything because there's the second scan. And after that,
I have a little video of that as well.
oh, I'm sorry, Stan.
That's okay. That's okay. It basically says, I'll just play it quickly. It's a minute long.
So I just scanned my Magic Band at Peter Pan's flight, and just like the old way, it worked. It was Lightning Lane, and I'm getting on to Peter Pan's flight. Just got out of Peter Pan's flight. It now says book Lightning Lane entry, explore options now. So we're gonna go see what's available. They're telling us that if we want to spend $10, we can do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or $7 for Space Mountain. I'm gonna skip that for now. I want to see what's available with the Genie Plus. Haunted Mansion, I can do that right now. It's a Small World. I can do Peter Pan's flight again. I thought you couldn't do it again, but you can. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Buzz Lightyear, Dumbo, Jungle Cruise, Mad Tea Party, Monsters, Pirates, Splash Mountain, Barnstormer, Magic. Wow, there's a lot of choices. I'm just surprised there's this many choices. I'm close to the Little Mermaid, so I'm gonna go do that. Yeah. All right. Just got off the Little Mermaid and now going to make my other Lightning Lane pass. You can just keep going. I mean, they give you a lot of choices too, more than I thought. You can't do it after the first scan if there's two scan plays. Like let's say getting on the Little Mermaid, you hit your Magic Band to the scanner. It doesn't record that as you've ridden yet. If there's a second scanner, after you do the second scan, then you can choose your other experience.
So I think that's a mistake. I think they should have it after you scan the first one. While you're waiting in line still, you should be able to book your next one.
Well,
I think they want you to be done with it before you do it again, right?
Well, you already scanned in the first scanner, so you should be able to book. You know what I mean? Like you scanned in, like you should be able to book your second one, your next one.
I agree because I watched a lot of people getting onto the attraction, like because that
Staring at
second
their
scanner
phone.
is right there. Yeah, and they're on their phone with the beginning of the attraction.
You're not enjoying your attraction now.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you're busy booking it, and you go, "Hey, what do you want to do? You want to do 2 o'clock?" And meanwhile, you got the rest of the family book the 2 o'clock.
Right, yeah.
Does 3 o'clock work better?
Man, Disneyland pickpocketers must be in heaven.
Oh, for sure.
Sure.
Everyone's distracted.
But like I said, I think it was definitely a Magic Kingdom day on a busy day. Even though for 4 people you're talking $60, I could see myself doing that once in a while.
Yeah.
Not an every day of a trip.
The second scanner is to catch the cheaters, which is fine.
That makes sense.
That's all fine having 2 scanners because that avoids people from ducking under the rope and going into the lightning lane. You know what I mean? Like once you get through the first part, you could duck under the rope. Haunted Mansion's known for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they added the second scanner. But you still should be able to, while you're waiting in the queue, to book your next one instead of doing it while you're on the attraction itself.
Not all attractions have 2 scanners, though.
No, but the ones that have like just a rope separating them, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you got the lightning lane, and you got the regular lane. So you go in the
Yeah.
regular lane and you duck under the rope, and now
Right.
you're in the lightning lane and you just walk right on. You don't
Some
have to
people
wait.
don't know you can't duck under the rope.
Well, a lot of people know you can.
Right,
That's why
exactly.
they have the
Yeah.
2 scanners.
So for me, it was from 10 to 4 p.m. with a lunch with 2 of my other friends that were there at Skipper Canteen. I did a total of 8 attractions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
That's a good day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So do you think it's worth it all in all?
To use it the way I would just use it for that, yes. I would definitely do it at Magic Kingdom. I don't see myself ever using it at Epcot.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom, I really don't.
Probably not. Right.
And studios, it depends on how busy the day is. Probably,
Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. Gauge the day. If you want to bang out $15 a person for Rise, and do Rise, and then
So you see myself using it on my next trip just for Rise because it's my other half's first time.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's on
Well,
it.
Rise
so...
is lightning lane, so you would pay extra just for that one.
Right. So pay for that, get on it, and then gauge the rest of the day at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I used it when I went to Disneyland. I know it's a different character or different situation altogether. The Max Pass. I got it for a couple of days, and I did a couple of days without it. We got way more done, attraction wise, and and we did attractions and all our photos, our photo pass on that Max Pass days, than we did the other 2 days. So I think it's.
I think it just depends. I mean, like,
how busy the park is, and
if you pay the lightning lane charge for Rise, come off Rise, paid for it, you're done with your attraction, go on standby. Are you allowed to do that?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter, right? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't say, "Hey, you ready, row this? You're done."
Okay. No, standby. I mean, you could do as many times as you want. Again, it's very unclear. John was able to do Pay to Pan. I wasn't able to do Haunted Mansion. Maybe it wasn't available. I don't know.
What about like fireworks? Like they have those. Like when they used to have Fast Pass, used to have Fast Pass firework locations.
I actually looked for that, and I didn't see anything. Of course, it was the first day, but I definitely could see them doing that as an upcharge.
Yeah. Well, they already do with the parties,
right?
Hey, the Epcot fireworks viewing Fast Pass area was phenomenal.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
I had a friend describe it like he said basically it felt like they were putting it out there for a month or 2 to see how many mistakes come up, and then this is all for the next update to the system.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of the impression he got, was they're seeing what goes wrong, and like all of this is analytics is to fix it in the next big bug update.
Which is just the only thing that is crazy if you think about it. You did it in the month of your 50th anniversary, Halloween into Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with February?
Yeah. Marla, I think the dessert party at the terrace is like $139, $149 person, right? I may be wrong, but I think I heard that in a vlog the other night.
Not worth it.
Yeah, we were looking at
them all the time.
Pricey. That's really pricey for sugar and juice.
Yeah.
Right.
Is booze included?
Booze is included, but you know
Okay.
what? So I get to sit there for an hour. How much am I drinking for
How much
$139?
can I take home with me?
Yeah, and when you look at the desserts, I'm sorry, the desserts are okay. They're not over the top.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
like terrific looking. They're just like strawberries and chocolate and stuff.
I used to do it just for the caged in area, so I didn't have 9,000 people on top of it.
Yeah.
Now I even remember when it was Wishes, you sat at Tomorrowland Terrace at the table and you watched it from there.
Yeah.
And that was, now I have a chair. All right, this is worth $49.
And it was, I was going to say, it was,
Right.
I think it was like $50 back then or something like that.
39, 49, 59, but it's 149 or something like that.
That's too much.
Yeah. Way past the 70 mark, it jumped the shark.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, well, when Epcot used to have the tables and chairs out too, it was awesome watching it, the fireworks.
Yeah.
I wonder, you should do a
139
whole add-on. How much? So you have an annual pass or your ticket, right? It's paid for. How much can you actually spend throughout the day?
Right.
Just keep adding on.
500 at least. Yeah.
So I don't drink. So how about Pog? How much Pog juice can I drink?
Right.
You know, cheeseburger spring rolls anymore. I used to get packages for Jared Eddie squares. Now I think you get a square.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's just
you always got just a square. You talking about the free one at Disney Springs?
They used to give you 4 of them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I never
They
got
give
4.
one.
I always got a single only.
Soon it's going to be a doozer sized one.
Yeah, maybe. You took one look at me and you go, you don't need that much chocolate.
They say, hey, hoser, you get one.
And you know what? And same thing. I agree.
Mary,
non-alcoholic versions as well.
Mary, we'll go together. I'll have your alcohol.
Yeah, but even with the alcohol, I mean, you're serving not the greatest wine. You're serving me Bud Light,
house wine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not serving the greatest top shelf cocktails. You're making a couple of mixes with some alcohol in it that aren't great. I don't, unless you're giving me dinner for $139 or $149, I am not paying that. That's not worth it.
Unless I get to slide down and places Tinkerbell.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, cheaper to dine at California Grill.
Yes, exactly, Marley. Yeah.
There you go.
Just watch it from there.
Yeah. So Disney Done Differently is available on YouTube. Check it out. I think pretty much everybody in our chat has at one point or another watched a video or 2 or 20 or 40.
We'll try a couple of the recipes, right?
Yeah. Tried it, failed, felt the shame, and just went back to watch.
Fell asleep or something.
Jay made fall rolls instead of spring rolls.
I tried to make the Monte Cristo, and it
no. Yeah, jump back rolls.
It was a Monte Cristo.
It was a Monte Cristo, yeah.
Well, Jay, this is the first time I've been on with you. So from now on, you have direct access. You hit me up anytime.
Cool.
You have dial
step by step,
and I will I will walk you through it.
Cool. I will take advantage of that because I am not good in the kitchen. I could burn cereal.
There'll be a cheese shortage.
Yeah, there you go, Stan.
This was a lot of fun, guys.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd like to get the insight, as somebody who used Genie, right? Everybody's been anticipating this, so it's really pretty cool.
Yeah. I would definitely say out of all of it, what surprised me the most, the app worked.
Right. There was only a few people that I saw online, and this is a lot of Disney groups that said that it crashed.
Yeah.
I mean, a handful. So I was
those
shocked.
people were at home. They weren't even.
Well, a lot of people were saying, I can't do anything. It's like, yeah, you're not in a park. You don't have a reservation. So I don't know what you're doing.
Really early in the day, and then nothing after that from what I saw.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Alan, our admin, couldn't get on. He had an issue. He tried to use his free D23 day, and he couldn't. But there was only a couple of people. I think, what's his name? Matt, right? That does the videos with John sometimes, Vader.
Okay.
Yeah. And he works Rise of the Resistance. Same thing. I think it crashed on him. So
yeah. So next week we're going to do our Halloween show. We're going to come in costume.
Yeah. I have to think. I have a week to think of my costume.
All right. So join us next Saturday.
Should be a lot of fun.
We'll be in costume. John
Yeah.
just messaged. He says, "Hey, can we do it on a different day?" We'll see what happens. Matt Vader, he still can't act. Well, he has to upgrade the app.
Maybe that's it. Maybe because he's a cast member.
No, he needs to upgrade the app.
Right.
That's probably what he has a flip phone. That's all the
He's got a Nokia flip phone. Hold up the antenna.
It's not working for me.
Yeah, I always did mine like Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip that thing.
Alrighty, have a great week, everybody.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you, everybody. Love you guys.
Thank you very much.